What's going on in our neighboring galaxy? The James Webb Area Telescope has picked up an alarming signal, and it's coming directly from the Andromeda galaxy. This galaxy, domestic to billions of stars, is one of the most lovely galaxies recognized inside the universe. However, it hides a dark secret. It's a cosmic predator. Andromeda is devouring entire small galaxies and is presently hurtling toward our Milky Way at a dizzying pace of extra than 100 kilometers per second. Should this peculiar sign be the primary signal of Andromeda's coming near collision with the Milky Manor? Or are we coping with an unknown phenomenon? While the James Webb Space Telescope became its piercing gaze on the galaxy, it discovered something absolutely magnificent. Andromeda showed us in a dramatic manner that she changed into now not what we thought. Let's adventure return to the 1920s, a time whilst astronomy became at the verge of progressive discoveries. Massive names like Harlow Shapley, Heber Curtis, and Edwin Hubble had been engaging in research the usage of the contemporary era of the time. Thanks to advances in electric engineering, the electricity of telescopes improved dramatically inside the early 1920s. For the primary time, astronomers could see past the boundaries of our very own galaxy. At that point, Heber Curtis turned into among those researchers who believed that the Milky Manor represented the complete universe. But his colleague Harlow Shapley suspected that there have been different galaxies and that the universe turned into tons large. Shapley and Hubble observed odd clouds of light past the bounds of the Milky Way. One in every of them became named the Andromeda Nebula because it turned into hidden at the back of the constellation Andromeda. On the time, Andromeda changed into taken into consideration by using the scientific network to be an easy nebula that virtually lay outdoor the universe. Then, in 1924, Hubble made a revolutionary step forward. He demonstrated that Andromeda and several other nebulae had been actually galaxies. This discovery became modern. Simply 100 years in the past, we observed other galaxies and the genuine nature of Andromeda. At that time, people had the primary influence that the universe became an awful lot larger than they had imagined. During history, we have skilled such upheavals usually. It turned into one's notion that the earth changed into the whole lot and the sun was a hollow in the sky through which divine light shone down in the world. At that time, humans' concept that the earth become a disk and that if you went over the edge, you would fall into nothingness or hell. Galileo changed into positioned beneath residence arrest within the 17th century due to the fact he believed that the earth revolved around the sun. Numerous centuries later, the Church ultimately identified that the earth is spherical. Imagine what Galileo could have stated approximately such images or how the medieval Church could have reacted to the concept of galaxies in an almost infinitely significant universe. Andromeda is a galaxy 2 times the dimensions of our Milky Way, with billions of stars. Initially, astronomers conceived the galaxy become a disk or a hoop. Even though telescopes had made full-size advances inside the 1920s, their potential to look became nevertheless not comparable to today's era. Way to higher imaging, it have become clean that Andromeda is a spiral galaxy, like our Milky Way but drastically large. Andromeda is set 220,000 light-years in diameter, twice as massive as our Milky Way, which spans among 100,000 and 120,000 mild-years. Even though it is simplest barely greater than 2 times as large, it incorporates many extra stars. The Andromeda galaxy is predicted to be domestic to approximately 1 trillion stars, at the same time as the Milky Way has most effective 100 to 400 billion. Way to its higher megastar density, Andromeda is a veritable beacon inside the night sky. Astronomers ought to best dream of such numbers and details 100 years in the past. However, you could consider how exciting it must were to discover different galaxies at that time. Nowadays, we recognize that there are around 50 billion galaxies, with estimates suggesting that there are among 100 and 200 billion galaxies in general within the observable universe. A few calculations even attain the astronomical figure of 2 trillion galaxies. Maximum of those galaxies are discovered in a supercluster known as the Shapley supercluster, in honor of one of the first galactic researchers. The James Webb Telescope indicates Andromeda as a hoop of hearth. Each era has visible scientific and technological revolutions. The telescope named after Edwin Hubble completely changed our view of the universe in the mid-1990s. Nowadays, with the James Webb, we've the exceptional space telescope of all time. With its distinctly sharp infrared photographs, The telescope scrutinizes each mild sign within the universe, no matter how small. Unlike Hubble, Webb detects strains of mild within the infrared range. The usage of its contraptions, the telescope collects each hint of light, assembling those tiny pulses into stunning photos. After many hours of publicity, Hubble has given us an effective image of the Andromeda galaxy. Imagine this photograph as a composite of thousands of person pictures. These days, Webb all over again examined the Andromeda galaxy using specific infrared generation and over again amazed us. Each new telescope and every technological enhance opens up new regions of the universe to us. Infrared telescopes provide us with information that was inaccessible to preceding technologies. One of the essential improvements in infrared observations has been the ability to discover dust systems in galaxies. As an example, inside the Andromeda galaxy, infrared light permits us to certainly see dust earrings that remain hidden in different wavelengths. These dirt rings tell the story of megastar formation in the galaxy and display dynamical methods. Infrared observations are mainly beneficial for detecting cold items that don't radiate enough warmth to supply waves inside the visible light spectrum. This makes young stars and their education regions specifically clear to Webb. The telescope sees all the bloodless dirt clouds that might sooner or later grow to be stars. Because Webb no longer only detects dust, however, additionally penetrates it without problems, we are able to now see through dense clouds of gas and dirt, revealing inner systems with lively galactic centers and supermassive black holes. However, what approximately the terrifying phenomenon of galactic cannibalism? Maximum folks have possibly heard of galactic mergers in which galaxies grow to be one. But the fact approximately galactic cannibalism may additionally come as a marvel. Galaxies ingesting each different may additionally sound just like the name of a bad sci-fi movie, but the phenomenon is an astronomical reality. While speak me about cannibalism, galactologists are relating to procedures wherein a larger galaxy literally devours the matter of a smaller galaxy. Unlike fusion, the bigger galaxy will suck all of the count from the smaller galaxy, destroying it. The simple shape of the bigger galaxy will remain in large part unchanged. This technique is brought about via gravitational interactions. If the galaxies get close sufficient to each other, their mutual attraction and the sizable difference in their sizes can purpose the smaller galaxy to interrupt aside. This phenomenon has been located specially in galaxy clusters in which many galaxies are found together in a limited area. Gravitational interactions lead to dynamic reactions, pulling stars, fuel, and dust out of the smaller galaxy and into the larger one. Dynamic tidal forces can trigger large episodes of megastar formation and rupture the cores of neighboring galaxies. Could you be amazed to examine that the majestic Andromeda is one of the galactic cannibals? Our neighboring galaxy has been shown to have devoured numerous of its satellite TV for PC galaxies. Positive systems in Andromeda's stellar populace serve as evidence of those violent acts. Lines also are visible inside the galaxies M32 and M110, which are nonetheless partly visible nowadays. Our Milky Way isn't always harmless on this cosmic drama. It has assimilated numerous smaller galaxies in its records and is presently devouring the Sagittarius dwarf galaxy. Galactic cannibalism possibly performed an important function within the evolution of galaxies and the formation of huge-scale systems in the universe, along with mergers or harmonic encounters wherein galaxies partly come into touch and remodel every other. Because of its regular gravitational moves and interactions, the cosmic internet is continuously evolving, contributing to the dynamics of galaxies. This cosmic round dance is something we are able to simplest explore and understand with fractions. Now, permits communicate approximately the most effective crash, Milkdromeda. Sure, that's proper. Right now, the Andromeda galaxy is hurtling in the direction of us at 110 kilometers per second, and we are heading toward it. The cosmic marriage of the two is inevitable. They appear to be magically interested in each other. In about 4.5 billion years, the climax of this cosmic spectacle will occur. The Milky Way and the Andromeda galaxy will begin their final merger, giving beginning to the Milkdromeda, a new galaxy. This merger will mark the quit of the two separate galactic entities. This rendezvous isn't always violent but a manner so as to progressively end up greater effective over millions of years. As the two galaxies get closer, their respective gravitational fields will begin to engage, inflicting fundamental modifications in their systems. At a positive distance, the outer stars will collide, and their orbits could be disrupted through each other's gravity. This can result in lovely, albeit chaotic, preparations of stars. Stars and clusters that have been as soon as strong of their galactic disks can be pushed into new orbits. Some can also be ejected from the galaxies, traveling via the extensive intergalactic area without a connection to the galaxy. On the identical time, the gasoline and dirt between the galaxies will be compressed, leading to a brand new wave of big-name formation. A fireworks display of vivid younger stars will accompany this galactic wedding ceremony. Not like cannibalism, the two galaxies becomes increasingly intertwined. Some regions will merge easily, whilst others will undergo essential changes underneath the strain. On the facilities of the two galaxies, the drama can be even greater intense. The giant important black holes will pass closer collectively, orbiting in an ever closer dance till they eventually merge. This merger will launch a big quantity of energy and giant jets in an effort to be able to shoot out into the encircling universe at almost the speed of light. Over the hundreds of thousands and thousands of years that this merger takes area, the appearance of the galaxy will change dramatically. Commonly, from the original spiral shape of the two galaxies, their mixture will create a massive elliptical galaxy known as the Milkdromeda. Neither Andromeda nor the Milky Manor may be recognizable. As a substitute, a very new shape might be passing through the universe. Subscribe now for more wonderful insights into the universe. Greater movies can be brought to you, revealing the mysteries of our universe.